Now we'll study the paleontological evidences. In this, the fossils have helped us to know what was there in the past, how those plants and animals they looked like. All these information we get through fossils. Now what are fossils? Due to certain natural disasters like flood, earthquake, volcano, etc., the plants and animals at that time got buried in earth. Over thousands of years, those plants and animals they were subjected to high temperature and pressure inside the earth. Now, when that part of earth is dug or somehow it get exposed, that part of earth is exposed, then we see the remaining or the remnants or certain impressions of those organisms. If those body parts have degraded over a long period of time, then they might have left certain impressions. If those organisms are buried, which were buried, have got degraded fully, or if some part of those organisms is not uh, degraded, some part is still left till now, then those preserved underground parts of plants and animals, they are called as fossils. Now, how do we study fossils? How they are evidences? The paleontological evidences. There is a carbon dating method by which we come to know the age of the fossils. Now, what is carbon dating method? The carbon consumption of animals and plants stops after death. Till any animal or plant is living, the animals they eat food. The food are the carbohydrates. They contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. And the plants they manufacture their own food by photosynthesis if they are green plants. So they also they make the carbohydrates. So carbon is the plants and animals are getting carbon when they are living, but when they die, that carbon consumption stops. Then only the decaying process of C14 occurs after that continuously. This is the isotopic form of carbon. Now, in case of dead bodies of plants and animals, instead of remaining constant, the ratio, the ratio between C14, that is 14 carbon, and 12 carbon, that is C12, it changes continuously as C12 is non-radioactive. C14 is radioactive and C12 is non-radioactive. Carbon occurs in three isotopic forms, C12, C13 and C14. The time passed since the death of a plant or animal can be calculated by measuring the radioactivity of C14 and ratio of C14 is to C12 present in their body. So by this carbon dating method, we come to know about the age of the fossils. So we see the importance of carbon dating method. This method was developed by Willard Libby. This method is based upon the radioactive decay of naturally occurring C14. Age of fossil is determined by such technique. Which technique? Carbon dating method. This carbon dating method is used in paleontology and anthropology for determining the age of human fossils and manuscripts. The fifth importance is the age of the materials determined by this method are published in the journal Radiocarbon. Now, by carbon dating method, it seems that from invertebrates, the evolution has taken place slowly and vertebrates have been evolved. So we come to know that vertebrate animals, they have evolved from invertebrate animals. Children, in your textbook, lesson number 1, page number 6, there is a diagram showing the structure of ground level and fossils. So in this diagram, we see that we have divided the time in Paleozoic era, Mesozoic era, and Cenozoic era. Cenozoic era is the recent period. Paleozoic era was the time long back. Now, during this time, the Paleozoic era, if the earth is dug, then at depth we find the fossils of invertebrates only, those animals which don't have the vertebrata, the primitive animals. At lesser depth during Paleozoic era earth, along with the invertebrates, certain fossils of Pisces, that is fishes, amphibians and reptiles, they have also been seen. At lesser depth of earth, when it is dug, which belong to the Mesozoic era, along with the fossils of invertebrates, Pisces, amphibians and reptiles, the more recent reptiles fossils have been found. And when the earth is dug at more lesser depth, in the earth which belonged to the Cenozoic era, that part of the mud, along with the fossils of invertebrates, Pisces, amphibians and reptiles, certain fossils of mammals and apes, that is birds, have also been found. So what this structure of ground level shows and the fossil study shows, that invertebrates are the primitive one. Then as the evolution occurred, first the Pisces were there, then amphibian came, then reptiles, mammals and birds. So this is the way the evolution has occurred.